Okay, let's start scripting, dude. So let's play this call. Tell me if you can hear it.
Hi, Miss. Oh, my name is. Yeah. I'm just reaching out. Yeah, I'm just reaching out regarding a house at Amberley Lane. Does that ring a bell to you? Who's this? Oh, my name is Chris. I was just reaching out regarding a house, and if you do have a house at Amberley Lane. Yeah. Yeah, we just wanted to see if you ever consider selling. Yeah, I think we're selling within the next 2 weeks or a week. So if you want to be the first buyer, we could definitely talk. Oh, that's actually perfect. Now, is the house vacant or is that being rented out? Oh, it's vacant right now, but it's really nice. No damage to the house, and we're about to move out anyways. Move out early. Okay. And do you have a particular price in mind for the house already? What do you think you offer it? Tell me. Well, right. Well, making an offer is actually my manager's job. Well, my job is just to check if you would even consider selling. I'll consider selling. So give me an offer. I understand. Well, either today or tomorrow, my manager will be giving you a call.
Okay. So, what happened there, bro?
Yeah. Sorry. I was actually confused at that time because actually I really talking to really, right?
Say it again.
I'm actually totally confused at that time because I do have a lot of these calls where the kid will answer and they're gonna tell me, yeah, it's working good and everything's working fine. Yeah, I can tell it to you. Then they're gonna tell me, fuck you off, and then they're gonna hang up. So on this first part, I really don't know. Okay, is this kid playing or something? So I really don't know if it's actually sure what. And then up until on the latter part, he keeps on saying the details about the house, and then yeah, I do have some other houses as well. So okay, okay, I'm just gonna play along, gonna do some notes. So I'm a bit of out of a script that time because I don't know if I would like to continue or whatnot. Because I really don't know if that is actually true. Because I'm talking to a kid
So,
or not.
he doesn't sound super young to me. He sounds like he's in his 20s, probably. So,
Right.
not extremely young, but this is a normal thing for them to inherit their parents' houses or whatever. So, if that were me on the phone, I probably would have said, when he said, "What are you willing to pay me?" Making an offer is actually my manager's job. My job is to see if you even consider selling the property, which it sounds like you guys are. I just need to ask you a few questions about it so we can get some information on it. Now, is the property rental or are you living in it? Because it sounded like he was living in it, right? Did you hear that or no?
He mentioned it's vacant at the moment.
Okay. Let's listen to it again, see if you hear what I hear.
Okay.
Amberley Lane. Does that ring a bell to you? Who's this? Oh, my name is Chris. I was just reaching out regarding a house, and if you do have a house at Amberley Lane. Yeah. Yeah, we just wanted to see if you ever consider selling. Yeah, I think we're selling within the next 2 weeks or a week. So if you want to be the first buyer, we could definitely talk. Oh, that's actually perfect. Now, is the house vacant or is that being rented out? Oh, it's vacant right now, but it's really nice. No damage to the house, and we're about to move out anyways. Move out early.
So, did you hear he said it was vacant, but then he said he's going to move out?
Quickly. Yeah. I didn't get that one part. That part of it.
So, it sounds like it's going to be vacant, but he's currently living there, right? That's what it sounds like to you? Okay.
So it's just like he can vacate out.
Yeah, he has another place to go. He'll move out quick.
Okay. And do you have a particular price in mind for the house already? What do you think you offer it?
Okay, so this is something that you do pretty consistently. You add words in that don't need to be there. So how you said already, and that's something that you do because that's kind of how you speak English. You need to program yourself to sound as American as possible when you're talking to these people because, do you have a price for the house already? You know, that doesn't sound like something that an American person would say. Just say, hey, do you have a price for the house? And let them answer. Okay, so I notice after listening to a lot of your calls, you always add in words, or you you know, you say things that are like the opposite of what you mean to say, and I understand what you're saying, but you know, they might not understand that necessarily. So just really try to be careful with your words and try to be very accurate with your words. Especially on a call like this, sounds like dude wants to sell, right? So you want to be careful.
Tell me, well, right. Well, making an offer is actually my manager's job. Well, my job is just to check if you would even consider selling. I'll consider selling.
Okay, so after you said that, you should have said, so the property's vacant, doesn't need any work. Go right into the script. Don't give him a chance to interrupt you with another fucking rebuttal. You know, because that's what he wants to do. He just wants a fucking price. I can hear that from, however many seconds on this call that it is. So don't give him a chance to rebuttal you. Making offers is actually my manager's job, and my job is to see if selling the property is something you would even consider. Now, you said the place is vacant. Is that correct? Now, does the place need a little bit of work? Blah 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 blah. And try to keep doing that. And if he keeps pushing on price, keep fucking responding with the same thing. Then he'll eventually get the point that he needs to answer these fucking questions. But he's already stated he needs to sell. He's already stated he can move fast, which for you as the caller, that should tell you if he has the ability to move fast, that means he probably doesn't have very much money because he's willing to move out of a house very quickly. Like, are you willing to move out of your house real quick? Me neither. It'd take a fucking mountain to move me out of my house. You know what I mean? Fucking no one's moving me out of my house. This kid's obviously a little younger. We can hear by his voice. He's willing to move very quick, which shows he's younger and more immature mindset, probably, right? Because when I was young, I'd move like this. Now, it's fucking impossible to get me to move. So you have to think about things as they're saying them. Like, they need to give you indicators of, kind of where this guy's at.
So give me an offer. I understand. Well, I just there tomorrow. My manager will be giving you a call to put together an offer for you for the house. Now, is the house still in a good shape? You mentioned about you recently have a change in that one.
So,
I didn't get that part.
Yeah, so that was kind of confusing what you said. Right.
Yeah, because I was actually thinking and just still remembering if he mentioned something about, on the first part, about, it's vacant, and then suddenly I think he mentioned something about changing or something. So I just wanted to clarify if I heard it right.
Okay, so this kind of goes along with adding words into things. Speak very clearly with them. Slow down a little bit. Even if he's talking fast, if you start talking slow, he'll start talking slow. Because it's a natural human instinct to want to match whoever you're talking to. So you have to think of it that way. Okay.
What? Did you make any changes recently?
See, and he didn't understand what you said.
Yeah.
So let's play that again.
Tomorrow, my manager will be giving you a call to put together an offer for you for the house. Now, is the house still in a good shape? You mentioned about you recently have a change in that one. I have a what? Did you make any changes recently at the house? No, not recently. It's been the same for a couple of years, I could say. It's all like 5 years ago, we remodeled the entire house. It's brand new. Everything's brand new. New cabinets, new fridge, new doors. Mm-hmm. New paint. That was 5 years ago? Yeah, I'd say around 5 years ago. I see. And can you confirm how many beds and baths?
Okay, so another thing that I want you to start thinking about too is if they say they just remodeled it within the last few years. Something that I always say to people that you should probably start incorporating when you ask these questions is, okay, so if we were to buy it from you, there's no work that we would need to do to move somebody in there? Pretty simple. Do we need to do anything to fucking get someone in the house? Or you're saying it's remodeled, it's in great shape, so we don't need to do anything, huh? And in my experience, if a young kid is living in a house, usually they fuck something up and there's something that's broken. And we'll probably end up calling this guy and getting an appointment on the house, and I'll have pictures and I'll show you. You know, so you'll see like the whole process of what happens. But if they say they remodeled it 5 years ago, you know, does that mean in 2020 or does that mean in like 2018? Like, what does that really mean? You know, and I could even call the guy back right now with you and see if he answers.
That one? There's like 3 or 4. Depends what you call. Okay. 3 beds. And baths, there's 2. 2 beds. Okay.
So 4 bed, 2 bath?
So you don't have a particular price in mind for the house yet? I'd say, do you think 180 is good? Okay, it's 180,000. Okay. Well, again, making an offer is
good. Okay. I mean, that's good. He's obviously asking you because he thinks it's too high, wouldn't you say? He thinks 180 grand is probably too much. That's why he said, "Oh, that's good, right?" Do you hear it in his voice?
Yeah. Well, I was about to ask if you pay all the title and escrow fees, but I don't want it to make any pain for this kid since it looks like it doesn't really know what's the market probably in the area.
Yeah, he has no fucking idea. It's his dad's house. Yeah. He's been fucking living there. He needs money. He needs to sell. Basically. Okay. So you asked about a price. Now the next logical thing should have been, how soon are you looking to sell? And then, have you been thinking about selling it for a while? Okay? So that should have been your next logical step. Instead, you guys are having this weird back and forth. Right.
It's actually going to be my manager. They'll be the one who's going to contact you, but I'll be relaying these details to them so that they'll be able to take a look at that one and make a conversation in the details on the house.
So, when you say they'll be able to take a look at that one, don't say that one anymore. You use that phrase a lot, and I know it's the way that you speak English, but we need to sound like we're American. And I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just trying to make you better. Okay, so just want to tell you that. But that makes you sound like you're calling from a different location because Americans don't speak that way. So I just want to make you sound as American as possible. What you should have said is, "Oh, I'm going to give these notes to my manager. They're going to take a look at the house. They'll be the ones making you an offer." Not, "They're going to take a look at that one." Like, that makes you sound like you're calling from a different country. And the whole idea is so we can convince people that you're fucking sitting in his next door neighbor's house calling him, right?
Now, how soon are you looking to sell? I'm willing to sell right now today. Get the paper ready.
Okay, so what does that tell you?
I'm sorry, did I get that part?
So that they'll be able to take a look at that one and make a conversation in the details on the house. Now, how soon are you looking to sell? I'm willing to sell right now today. Get the paper ready. Okay, all right.
So you can realize right away. Yeah, he keeps on telling me that I can process the paper and he can move out.
So what does that tell you about his motivation?
So it's very urgent. He really needs some money, and he wants to get rid of the house as soon as possible.
The guy is incredibly desperate, I would say.
Yeah.
Right? Sounds desperate to me. That's what it sounds like.
Right then. And have you been thinking of selling the house for a while now? I've been thinking about it, but no one's made any offers to me. And if you guys want to make an offer, take $180,000, I'm fine with that. Right. Okay. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me today for this house. This is the house that we've been interested in. Now, is this your best?
Okay, so you need to slow down on that a little bit. Slow down. So, and quote, memorize the script specifically. We say all of this stuff to reassure the guy. And when you rush through it, you know, your whole, because I mean, think about it, right? You've been talking on the phone with this guy for 4 minutes. and he's ready to sell you his house. That's kind of crazy, right? From not knowing you 5 minutes ago to all of a sudden after 4 minutes, he's like, "Oh fuck, take my house, man." You know. So everything about what you do when you call them needs to reassure them that you're not only a competent person and that because you're representing me ultimately, right? So you need to represent that we're competent, we're professional, we know what we're doing, and that at the end of the day, he'll get his money for the house and everything will go smoothly. So when you talk quickly, that psychologically will tell them, oh well, fuck, I don't know if they're serious or not. So you need to like start thinking of things like that. 'Cause it will really help you improve your performance. Not only at the end of a call, but at the beginning of a call, so you're not rushing through stuff and just slow down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Best callback number?
Yeah, it's the best number to call back.
Okay. And what's your first
Do you
name?
want me to ask you what company do you work for?
Of course. That's going to be Lighthouse Properties.
Okay. Based where?
That's in California. We actually purchase houses in the area, and my manager is the one who's contacting the rest of the details. Now, I didn't get your first name.
My manager is contacting the rest of the details.
It's supposed to be 4 details, yeah. Oh man, I was actually in a rush.
Okay, so what did we just get done talking about, dude? That sentence made no sense at all. Okay.
Slow down.
Slow down. My manager will be contacting you. He'll run the number, so call you sometime today or tomorrow. This is the best contact number. Hey, by the way, do you have any other houses that you want to sell? No? Okay, cool. Thanks for your time. This is the only lead that you brought in for 2 shifts. And it was a 4-minute call. You have extra time to talk to this fucking guy all day. Okay? You don't need to rush. Don't get excited. It doesn't, essentially, it kind of doesn't matter. You have to think of it in your head like it doesn't matter to me, the end result. I just have to do my job correctly. Okay? So you have to think of it that way. My job is to capture these people, see if they want to sell, ask all the right questions, slow the fuck down. Because, so last week, right? You brought in, so last week was the 13th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that wanted you to follow up. Right? Roughly. So like 1 or so a day. And, each one of those calls was a couple of minutes. The longest one being this one. So you have all the time in the world to sit and talk to these people. Okay, so just slow down, listen to what they're saying, speak, in a way that will not make them confused, firstly, right? Because you confused me twice on this call already. This fucking guy's probably confused too. But he's so desperate, he doesn't give a fuck, He wants some money. So whatever you're going to give him, he'll fucking take. So just slow down, dude.
Name now?
Nathaniel?
Nathaniel. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this one out, Nathaniel. Do you happen to have any other houses that you might consider selling aside from this one?
I wouldn't say really no. Right now, I do have a couple properties, but I'm still in the works of fixing it right now. I can give you a call back soon, tell you how soon they can be ready for.
Okay. We have no problem with that one out. Well, thank you so much for your time, Nathaniel. You have a great night.
You too.
All right. I'm going to call this guy back right now. You listen, okay? See if he answers.
An application error has occurred. Good.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Call rejected.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this Nathaniel?
Yeah.
How you doing, man? My name is Marcus. I think you spoke to my assistant Chris the other day on Friday about your house in Amberley Lane. Is that your Oh, weird. He hung up on me. So I'll call him back one more time. That may tell you, what you were suspecting is true.
The subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message.
Okay. So what you were suspecting may be true. Or he might not want to fucking chit chat right now. Either one's fine. So what I'm going to do is set a task to do like an automated drip just to fucking harass him basically until he says, hey, that's not my house, or I was fucking lying to your guy and I'm a piece of shit kind of thing. Okay? So I'm going to do that now. But do you see, your instincts are starting to be better, right? Because you're hearing in this guy's voice that he's probably lying to you. But
Yeah, it's actually a problem. So when I hear this kind of words, or pretty much if I can, pretty much heard that, okay, this is probably lying. That's the time I decided to stutter and lose focus on the script, especially in that first part of that call.
I hear you. Yeah, because you're like, what the fuck is this guy? But besides all that, you should know the script so well that it doesn't matter. Someone could come in and fucking kick you in the balls, and you can still fucking talk to the script and do this bullshit. Because that's what I do. Anybody can say anything to me. It doesn't really matter. I have this thing fucking memorized. So you've been calling for like almost 19 or 20 months with us now, right? Since you started in like August of 24 or August of 23. So whenever you started, you've been calling for a long time, dude. So saying these things to these people should be automatic to you. It doesn't matter what they say. Fucking doesn't matter. Does not matter, right? So, don't get thrown off by anything. And if you have preconceived notions about a call or whatever, I understand. But go through the process. No other leads came in for you that day anyhow. So what's the worst? You waste 5 minutes of your day?
Yeah.
Whatever. We waste a lot of our day just sitting on the phone talking to people who hate us, right? That's the job that we have, dude. So, just take your time. Don't there's no need to rush. Just wait on the things that they say. Get the things very clearly out. Leave out your other little phrases and words that make you sound like you're confusing the people. Okay? Just slow down and talk.
Short and simple.
Yeah. Short, simple.
Slow the fuck down.
Yeah, slow the fuck down. Ask questions, right? You're asking questions. You aren't on the phone to make a bunch of statements. You're on the phone to ask questions. So when we listen to these things, they're giving us all kinds of information. Because usually if a good lead comes in like this, I probably would have just listened to this call myself anyway. and been like, okay, well, that's what they talked about. So now I can call back and say this, this, and that, you know. So just to let you know, like, what I do on the back end so you can understand, okay? So, that's like 30 minutes already. So go ahead, just get on the dialer. Remember, slow down. Script it is, dude. Stick to that fucking thing. Learn it by heart so that when we're having these calls like this, you know, we're you know, making sure that you're doing everything correctly and accurately. That's how I want to get you eventually, which I think you're on your way there for sure. You know, just it takes time, you know. All right?
Yep.
All right, Chris, have a good day, bro.
Have a good day. Thanks, Marcus.
All right, that was scripting for, oh, that's too close. Scripting for January 20th. Oof. Nope, not showing all that. Active listening, most important thing you can do. Slowing down when you script, that's also the most important thing that you can do. Just need to make sure that you listen to the people when they're calling you and that you are gathering the details so that when either you call them back or someone calls them back for you, they know what to say, they know what to ask, they know how to pull motivation out of people. It's the most important thing. Have a good day, guys.